Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Umira binti Ramlan, entry number B06231066. Today, I would like to present company background for Daikin Industry. Daikin Industry is a global leader in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning industry, also known as HAVC. The company is headquartered in Osaka, Japan, and was founded in 1924. Over the years, Daikin has grown to become the world's largest air conditioning manufacturer. The company is well known for the Japanese engineering that focus on the precision, durability, and advanced technology. Daikin strongly emphasizes research and development, product quality, and environmental sustainability. It follows international standards such as ISO 9001 for quality management and ISO 14001 for environmental management. Today, Daikin operates in more than 150 countries and provides residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning solutions. This strong global presence makes Daikin one of the most trusted brands in the HVAC.
Today, I will explain risk governance at Daikin Japan. As a global company operating in over 170 countries, Daikin faces various risks, including financial, operational, compliance, and compliance risks. To manage these risks, Daikin has a strong risk governance structure. The board of directors oversees risk management and ensure company policies and regulations are followed. The board is supported by the Audit and Supervisory Committee and the Internal Control Committee, which monitor financial reporting, internal control, and compliance to ensure transparency and accountability. Daikin also applies enterprise risk management or ERM to identify access and priorities risks across all the business unit and region. In addition, regional risk committee manage local risks by strong crisis management and business continuity planning to help Daikin prepare for emergency. In the conclusion, Daikin effective risk governance system support resilience, protect stakeholders, and ensure long-term sustainability. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Zalifah binti Muhammad Zahid. For the first, I want to explain about risk governance structure, which is risk architecture. Risk architecture defines roles and reporting lines for effective risk management. Risk architecture refers to the organizational structure, define roles, responsibilities, and reporting lines that support effective risk management by ensuring risks are systematic, identified, managed, and reported across all levels of the organizational risk management structure in Daikin, Malaysia. For the first, Board of Directors provides overall oversight and sets risk direction. The Board of Directors is responsible for approving risk management policies, setting the organization's risk appetite, and overseeing significant strategic and operational risks to ensure alignment with business objectives. 2. Risk Management Committee monitors key risks and reports critical issues to the board. The Risk Management Committee reviews the risk register, evaluates the effectiveness of mitigation measures, and escalates major or critical risks to the Board of Directors for further action. Number 3. Risk Manager coordinate and consolidates risk management activities. The risk manager coordinates risk management processes across all departments, maintains and updates the risk register, and prepares risk reports for senior management and the risk management committee. Number 4. Risk owners. Department heads identify and manage risk at the departmental level. Department heads act as risk owners by identifying, assessing, controlling, and monitoring risks within their respective operation and reporting risk issues to the risk manager. Number 5. Internal audit provides independent assurance on risk control. Internal audit independently reviews the effectiveness of internal controls, risk management practices, and compliance with policies, and provides recommendations for improvement to top management. Number 6. Operational staff. First line of defense in identifying workplace risks. Operational staff play a key role in identifying and reporting workplace risks, complying with safety and operating procedures, and practicing. Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Zalifah binti Muhammad Zahid, and I want to explain more about risk framework. Okay, for the first introduction first, ERM supports sustainability and effective decision making at Daikin, Malaysia. Risk management is important in ensuring sustainability, resilience, and effective decision making at Daikin, Malaysia, as the company faces various strategic, operational, financial, regulatory, and environmental risks. First, two overview of the ERM framework. ERM manages risk holistically across all organization levels. Enterprise Risk Management or ERM is a structured framework that enables Daikin, Malaysia to identify, assess, and manage risks across all levels of the organization in line with ISO 3100 principles. 3. Leadership and governance. Strong leadership ensure effective ERM implementation. At Daikin, Malaysia, the Board of Directors provides overall risk oversight, while senior management is responsible for implementing ERM practices and assigning risk ownership across departments for integration into organizational ERM is embedded into key business processes. ERM at Daikin Malaysia is integrated into strategic planning, daily operations, supply chain management, product development, regulatory compliance, and sustainability initiative to support informed decision making. 5. Framework design and risk appetite. Risk appetite align risk taking with corporate strategy. The ERM framework at Daikin Malaysia is designed based on internal and external business context, with a clearly defined risk appetite that guides acceptable risk levels in achieving corporate objectives. Number 6. Monitoring, review, and reporting. Continuous monitoring ensures ERM effective. Daikin Malaysia continuously monitors and reviews its ERM framework through management reviews, internal audits, and structured risk reporting to senior management and the board. 7. Continuous improvement. ERM is continuously improved. Daikin Malaysia adopts a continuous improvement approach by learning from past risk incidents, audit findings, and change in business strategies to ensure the ERM framework remains effective. Thank you.
At Daikin Industry, risk management is guided by a clear and standardized risk protocol. As a global HBAC, Daikin follow international standards such as ISO 31000, supported by ISO 9001 and ISO 14001. This risk protocol ensures that operational, safety, environmental, and supply chain risks are identified early and reported to the right level of management for timely decision. Under this protocol, the risk reporting flow starts with the risk identification at the operational level, including production line, installation site, warehouse, and the supply chain. Employees report hazard or near risk incident through the internal system. Supervisor then review the reports and assess the risk using the risk metric. The risks are escalated to the management for the approval of the corrective action, followed by risk treatment and continuous monitoring, and has a part Daikin continuous improvement.
In this section, I will explain the risk register for Daikin industry. The risk register is a structured tool that documents all key risks identified through pressure analysis and risk assessment. Each risk is classified according to its category, such as political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental. For every listed risk, a likelihood and impact score were assigned using the risk method, which then determine the overall risk level where the medium high operating. Based on the evaluation, an appropriate risk response was selected, including mitigation, acceptance, transfer, avoidance, or opportunity, depending on the nature and severity of the risk. In addition, each risk was assigned to a specific risk owner, such as R&D and compliance, procurement, finance, human resource, IT, and cybersecurity, or sustainability committees to ensure accountability and effectiveness implementation of control. For example, change in a refrigerant regulation were classified as a critical risk and assigned to R&D and compliance for mitigation, while cybersecurity threats in smart HVAC system were categorized as high risk and managed through mitigation and risk transfer by the IT and cybersecurity team. Overall, the risk register support Daikin risk protocol by ensuring that the risks are clearly recorded, prioritized, monitored, and managed systematically in line with enterprise risk management and ISO 31000 principles.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Patricia Binti Rizwan, member street number ADD 06231064. Okay, so today I will present about the risk assessment. For the risk assessment, I need to identify the type of risk. Okay, in the HVAC industry, which involve heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, risk exists in many ways, including operational risk, reliability risk, financial risk, employee risk, and risk regarding compliance. Such risks apply equally to Daikin industry that we do for our assignment. They may include accidents that occur during the installation process, theft of equipment, fines, among others. Okay, for the first one is operational and safety risk. For example, it's a worksite accident. Technicians are also prone to accident while working with heavy equipment, electrical and refrigeration system. The landed fleet risk. The nature of traveling to and on job site makes this type of risk likely. Then, loss or damage of equipment. The equipment and HVAC units may be susceptible to theft, fire, and also natural disaster. And the second type of risk that I found is liability risk. The first, for example, is property damage. The installation or servicing of the device may cause damage to the consumer's property. Then, product liability. A defective component can cause system failure. And then, environmental hazard. Improper handling of refrigerants might lead to damage to the environment. And the third risk is financial and business risk. For example, it is withdrawal of cash flow. This results from seasonal changes in demand that might challenge revenue. And business interruption. Losses in equipment, disaster or supply chain delays may result in a stopped revenue. And business interruption. Turnover is high and prices are competitive, reducing margin. And the fourth risk is workforce risk, high turnover rates. It is a challenge for organization to retain skilled personnel in the HVAC industry. And training gaps. Inadequate safety and compliance training is a risk for accidents and lawsuit. And the last risk is compliance and regulatory risk. For example, licensing and certification. Inability to comply with local requirements can lead to fines or losing business. And the last one is OSHA or EPA compliance. Unqualified refrigerants handling or improper procedures can lead to citation. Moving to the 10 list of company risks using PESTEL. The first one is political. Political factors are also highly significant for HVAC industry enterprises, including regulation, trade, and government agendas. Okay, for political we have two. For the first one is changes in regulation concerning refrigerants, and the second one is trade, tariff, and geopolitical tension. For the first one, changes, the government globally are banning the usage of hydrofluorocarbon, or we call as HFC, owing to their high global warming potential. For the company Daikin, this poses risk in terms of compliance, as the lack of adjustment to these changes could lead to liability and damage to the company's reputation. For the second one, it's international for the trade tariff. International supply chain are used by global manufacturer Daikin. The potential issue related to this point of view might be tariff on raw materials or geopolitical conflict, for instance, between major economies. For the second one is economic. The economic conditions also influence the prices of profitability in the HVAC industry because of their direct impact on demand. We have three risks. For the first one is market volatility and seasonal demand. So for the second one is economic. We have two risks, which is market volatility and seasonal demand, and the second one is currency fluctuation. For the first one, the market. The demand for HVAC system is known to be seasonal as well as vulnerable to economic recession. Such risk factors may pose a financial risk to Daikin. The second one is the currency. The company operates across several markets, thereby making it vulnerable to exchange fluctuation, which may lead to deterioration of its profit. And for the third PESTEL is social. Social dynamics impact workforce availability, customer perception, and reputation. So for social we have two risks. For the first one is workforce shortage and retention, and the second one is evolving consumer. For the first one is HVAC professionals are much in demand. If the company is not able to retain the best talent, it will indeed give rise to inefficiency. And for the second one is consumer continue to ask for sustainable, energy efficient solution. Not living up to this expectation may lead to reputation loss or product related liabilities due to environmental threat. And part one is technological. Technological innovation constitute both an opportunity and a threat for Daikin. We have one risk, which is threats to cybersecurity in smart HVAC. Daikin, by integrating IoT-enabled system, can be exposed to risk of cyber attacks, which can compromise customer data. And the fifth one is legal. Legal frameworks contain obligation, which, if not fulfilled, may lead to punishment or lawsuit. We have two risks here. The first one is workplace safety regulation and OSHA compliance, and the second one is product liability and safety standard. For the last one is environmental pressure, especially high in the HVAC sector due to its involvement with energy and profit. For environmental, we have one risk to energy, which is climate change and sustainable technology. There is increasing volume in the global environment to create the need for a functional system. However, it also results in increased scrutiny
example, change in refrigerant regulation were given a likelihood score of 4 and impact score of 5, resulting in the risk score 20. This score was then matched with the risk metric to determine the risk level when a score 20 is classified as a critical risk, requiring immediate attention and strong mitigation strategy. Based on the final result, regulatory change were identified as the most critical risk, while risks such as workforce shortage, cybersecurity threats, climate change pressure, and market volatility were classified as high risk, and many level risks were monitored through a system control. In conclusion, the risk metric methodology provides a systematic and transparent approach to combating identify risk into measurable results, allowing the industry to prioritize risk effectively and support informed risk management decisions.
Aligned sustainability reporting and strengthening its position as a green technology leader. Moving to market and financial risk, Daikin manages market volatility, seasonal demand, and currency fluctuations by diversifying its product range across residential, commercial, and industrial segments. Dynamic pricing strategies, financial reserves, currency hedging, and matching revenues with local costs helps stabilize financial performance. Next, under operational and human capital risk, workforce shortages and safety issues are addressed through vocational training partnerships, employee well-being initiatives, and strong human capital development. Workplace safety is ensured through regular training, compliance audits, and predictive safety monitoring systems. For technology and product risk, Daikin responds to cybersecurity threats by implementing advanced cybersecurity systems, regular penetration testing, and cyber insurance coverage. Product liability risks are reduced through strict quality assurance, compliance with ISO, CE, and UL standards, and product liability insurance. Finally, in response to evolving consumer preferences, Daikin focuses on renewable energy-powered HVAC solutions, partnerships with green building councils, and sustainability-focused marketing.
Daikin Industry manages risk through an integrated enterprise risk management framework that covers operation to strategy, enabling better decision in expectation and innovation. A strong governance structure ensures accountability from the board to employee, regional risk, committed balance global standard with the local risk, while green technology like R32 refrigerants and diversified manufacturing reduce regulatory supply chain and geopolitical risk, strengthening long-term resilience. Thank you.